Welcome to the Richard Lloyd USA YouTube channel. I'm Richard Lloyd. Today I'm going to be reverting an MR7350 router back from DD-WRT to stock firmware. Now this is the same procedure for the 7350 as it is for the 7340, the 7320, and the 7310, as they are all the same router internally. And if you put OpenWrt or DD-WRT on either one of these routers, which are third-party firmware, then it doesn't matter which one you have. This procedure is the same. So if you have any one of those four routers, this procedure will get DD-WRT firmware off your router and turn it back into the stock firmware that you had when you first bought it. So follow along for that. Now, if you want to see a video that shows you all those routers and how they are actually the same router, I have it up there. Click on that, watch that, and it'll explain to you and prove to you that these routers are all the same. So what we're going to do is go get first of all, we're going to open up a browser window. It's a private window here. And we're going to go get my cheat sheet on how to do this, which is on my webpage, which will be linked in the comment section below as the pinned first comment. So I'm just going to do that. Go to my cheat sheet. There we are. It's on my webpage. And again, comment section below, first pinned comment. And now what we're going to do is exactly what it says to do. We're going to go here to this link and download the version of the stock firmware from Linksys. So click on that. And there we go. It opens up the Linksys webpage. And scroll down and you'll see a download link here for the firmware. Click on that. And I'm going to put it in my downloads directory in a directory called MR7350. Now to be real here, I am actually doing this on a 7310, but it doesn't matter. It's the same firmware. So I'm going to open that up and this will actually prove it to you. And I'm going to click, I'm going to put it in that folder and hit save. Now you put it where you wish, but that's where I'm putting it, right? And remember where you put it because we got to go back and get it. So yeah, I'm just going to replace it. Obviously, I've been here before. So back to our cheat sheet. All right, we created that folder. Now we're going to go to the router. It says to open up a folder and go to 192.168.1.1 here, as you can see. So we're going to do that. Just copy that from there so I don't have to type it. You don't either. Just copy it straight from the web page. And there it is right there anyway. So we're going to log in. Use your credentials, whatever they are. There we go. And by default, SSH, which is secure shell, is not enabled on these routers. We need to enable that so that we can get into the command line of this router and actually do this. So what we're going to do is go to services and then scroll down. And in here somewhere, there it is, you'll see secure shell right there. And we're going to enable it. Then at the bottom, just click on the Save and Apply button. There we go. Wait for that to happen. Now we'll go back to our cheat sheet here. And I did exactly what it said to do. So now we're going to go to your Windows search and type in CMD. So Charlie Michael Delta. Now I run this as administrator. If you can't, don't. It doesn't matter. It works either way. But it's just a habit for me. Here we're going to hit yes. All right. And we have this great big black window where we're going to type commands into, which are already over here in the cheat sheet. Now what we need to do is go to the directory on the DOS window over here where this firmware is placed. So what we're going to do is open up the file browser, go to downloads and MR7350, double click that. Now when you're here, just click up here on the address bar and it'll highlight it in blue and give you the actual DOS path. So once that happens, just right click it and choose copy. Come back down here to the black window, type in CD, so Charlie Delta and space, and then just right click on the screen. And then you have the path to where we need to go. There we go. Enter, and we should be in the right directory. And if you want to make sure, just type in dir and enter. There we go. FWMR, and there's the image file that we need, the firmware that we need to flash it back. Now, At this point, we just keep following along. Once we're in there, we're going to copy this command, which is secure copy, and we're going to copy that file over to the router. Pretty cool, right? You can do that just by doing this. So just copy and paste it in here and hit enter. Say yes to this question, and then enter the password that you would normally use to log into your router. And you can see here that it just transferred the file over. So once we're done that, we continue on. Now we're going to type this command in here. Again, not the brackets itself, just what's inside the brackets. So copy it and paste it here. There we go. And hit enter. Now put in your password again. And now we are in the command line of the router, DD-WRT, as you can see here. And funny thing is, even though it is a 7310, it calls it a 7350. Why? Because it's actually the same hardware. So let's continue down here. All right. Now, it says to type this command in here, which is going to show us what partition we're actually using. And what do I mean by that? This router has two partitions. It has a main partition and a secondary partition. Now, depending on how it was flashed, partition 1 can be the main or partition 2 can be the main. Right now, I don't know which one we're on, but we're going to find out. And then the other one will be the secondary backup partition, which contains another copy of, in this case, DD-WRT, which is the backup in case something goes wrong with the first one. And that's the way this router works. It's always two copies on the router. So let's just type that command in. Oh. Let's try that again. Copy and paste. There we go. And hit enter. Now you see here that I got a 1. That means that the partition that we're currently using is partition 1. Now yours may be 2. It depends. It's random as how this happens. So if you got partition 1, then you follow what my commands say over here. And you can see that if it says 1, go to part 1. All right, right here, go to part 1. Right, so we're going to go to part 1 because we got a 1. But if you got a 2, then go to the part 2 of this document or this cheat sheet, and it will tell you how to properly format this the opposite partition so you can get this done. So again, if you got 1, go to part 1. If you got 2, go to part 2. So we're going to part 1 here. All right, so there we go. And here it says to go to the temporary folder. So type in cd temp. There we go. Just type it in. cd /tmp. There we go. And DD-WRT is nice enough to show you right here that you are in the temp folder by showing you the /tmp here. All right. Once you're there, we're going to take this command right here. And again, don't use the brackets, just everything inside the brackets. And then right click on the screen and it'll paste it in there. And then hit enter and you see that it starts writing and erasing and flashing the actual other partition. Pretty cool. All right, so it's done doing that, and it says writing from, it wrote the firmware file over to Linux 2. Now remember, we're on the first partition. So what we've done is formatted the backup partition with the stock firmware. So after we're done doing this and reboot it into the stock firmware, we need to flash it one more time, and that puts it on both partitions. So every time you flash it, it goes to the opposite side, to the opposite partition. So right now it's on 2, and when we boot, we're going to boot on partition 2, and after that, we're going to just flash it one more time with the stock firmware, which will boot the first partition. Hopefully that makes sense, but just follow along, do it this way, and it will be done correctly. So at this point, we keep following on. It says here to type this command in, and what this does is it sets the next boot cycle to 2, right? So what we're going to do here is just tell the router, don't boot off partition 1 like you just did. Boot off partition 2, which is the one we just flashed. Enter. Done. Type in reboot, and you'll be kicked out of the router, and the router will reboot into the stock firmware. So I'll pick that up here in a minute as it takes a little bit for the router to reboot. All right, I just did a ping on 192.168.1.1, which is where the router is, and it returned a reply, so we're probably up. I'm just going to get this out of the way at this point. We don't really need it anymore. Don't need this here either. We're going to open up the browser. Well, just follow the directions that we have here, right? And basically what we're going to do is open up that browser. Well, we'll use the tab that we already have open. And we'll put 192.168.1.1. And you can see we got to the Linksys web page. Well, to the browser page that, you know, basically is trying to get you to download an app to get into the router. You don't have to. Just click on the screen. Actually, click on the phones. That seems to work. And then put admin as your password, all lowercase, and sign in. If you don't get that web page, unplug the Ethernet cable from the WAN port or the internet port, the yellow port, reboot the router, and it should give you that page. All right, so here we are, connectivity, and we're going to go here. You can see here that, actually, let's hit cancel. You can see here that I'm on the internet, I'm fully running, no problem. But we're going to go to connectivity because, like I said, we need to flash the other partition. And the way you do that is just by manually installing that same file that we used to get this running again, and it'll flash the other partition. But as you can see here, there's no place here to actually put a file in. So what they did is they hid it, which is weird. But if you click down here at the bottom, you'll see a little link that says CA. Click on that. Like see all. And now you see this choose file option that you didn't see before, right? It says nodes are up to date. It doesn't matter. We're going to do it right here. Choose the file. And we're going to go to downloads and the MR7350 folder with the stock image that we downloaded originally, and hit open and start. And we're going to click yes. And that's it. At this point, when the router reboots, both partitions will have the stock firmware. I'll bring that up here in a minute. But regardless, just let this go. In the meantime, I just want to tell you, put your comments in the comment section below. That's how you communicate with me. Anything you want to say to me, any questions, suggestions, anything. Constructive criticism, love that too. I love your feedback and I love hearing from you. So put that in there. I'm in there daily. I respond daily. So I look forward to talking to you on that. Also, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Do me a huge favor. Give me a like on this video. That helps this video to rank on YouTube. It also tells YouTube that it's a good video to show other people, which will help them as well. Also in the video description, there'll be links for hardware like these USB Ethernet adapters are awesome. And other hardware that I use normally, those are affiliate links. They help me out. So do me a favor, use those links if you're going to go buy any of this stuff. And it doesn't cost you any more than going directly to Amazon to buy these things. And also you get the added benefit that you get the same hardware that I showed you, which I know is good. So at this point, it should be done rebooting. Hit OK. Let that circle around for a while. One more thing, if you like my content and you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. As part of the process of subscribing to the channel, hit the bell icon. And that will notify you every time I put a new video up, and then you can watch it at your own leisure. Like the two videos I'm going to do, or the many videos I'm going to do on OpenWrt and DD-WRT on these routers in the near future. So I think, you know what? Tell me in the comments which one you'd like me to load into this router first, DD-WRT or OpenWrt. And the one that wins, or the one that gets more comments in the sense of, I want this, we'll get to the first video. We'll see if that works. If not, I'll just choose the one I want and go from there, right? So they're both excellent third-party firmwares for this router. So either one that we choose will work just fine. So firmware update is complete and done. So we're done here. Hit OK. Go back to the router and see everything working. Okay, so that's it for my video. All right. Just like always, take care of yourself, take care of others, stay healthy, stay safe, and most of all, stay happy. We'll see you in the next video.